Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your 2026 energy reading for the month of February. We're going to go ahead and get started because I have a couple cards out for you, and it's a very interesting energy. So, the first oracle card that you got is called Talent Guides, and it says Spirit Mentors and Teachers. So, I get energetically that some of you guys could be very intuitive, and at this moment, you could feel slightly blocked. Like maybe you're the person that reads for yourself, and you're just not doing that anymore. Maybe you're not doing your spiritual practices, but there's this energy of there is mentors, spiritual mentors that are around you, and they are just waiting for you to call upon them. And it's really interesting because some of you guys might be giving out your power. And what I mean by that is that, for example, this card here is called Prophets and Ancient Seers, Decisions and Predictive Guidance. But when I see this card, I did not get the best vibe from this card. And I feel like I would say, be careful what practitioners you trust, even myself, like, you know what I mean? Be careful with what practitioners you trust, okay? I didn't get a good vibe from this card. I feel like there is mentors and spirits and essentially source energy that wants to come through to you to give you a download, but there's a blocked energy, and spirit is asking, ground yourself. Don't look outside of yourself for these specific answers that you're looking for. They will only come from within you. And then the final oracle card that we have here is Attachment. And the Attachment card, it says longing and desperation. So it could feel a little bit suffocating, the energy that some of you guys might be feeling right now. And if that resonates with you, please let me know. But it is a heavy energy. The oracle message feels heavy, except the talent guides, right? So the spirit mentors and teachers. And I feel like you have to understand that this information that you are seeking outside of yourself, it is within you. You just have to give yourself the space and the mental clarity to be able to access that information. Now, it's really important for me to talk about the tarot cards. There is, for some of you guys, a relationship that you are really worried about for whatever reason. Maybe you have particular questions or doubts about something. There is a connection that feels like you're really having to go against the current to preserve or to understand. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a friend. You know how sometimes you're friends with people that are just not giving you the same energy back. Maybe it wasn't like that all the time, but now it's just becoming a little bit draining. So this reading is for someone that's dealing with someone that you're close with that is causing you to feel a little bit defensive, or even a way, like a little bit like I'm going against the current to try to make this happen. And it's really interesting that that is showing up like that. So I want to get a little bit more about that. What do we got for that? What do we got? Okay, so that one popped out. The Sun. I feel like there's this energy of like, don't worry. I just heard the Bob Marley song. Like, don't worry, because at the end of the day, there's going to be things that you will outgrow. You are not going to be the same person all the time. You're supposed to evolve, and people also are supposed to evolve, but sometimes people don't evolve, and sometimes you evolve separately. So I feel like the most important thing is just be true to who you are. Don't do things out of your own character. Be true to who you are. Give me a little bit more on that. Yeah, following your own higher compass, the Hierophant. And then we also have here this 8 of Pentacles. For some of you guys, this could be a marriage that you have worked really hard on. I don't know why I'm getting like that whole high level commitment energy, but it's showing up there. So there could be, again, there's a close relationship to you that you're just not feeling really comfortable with. Okay, let's go ahead and get, what is this block about? What is the block? Please tell me the block. Oh yeah, okay. I'm only going to take the ones that came forward, upright. Yeah. So you guys, we have here a couple different cards. So again, the worry energy, that's the 9 of Swords that showed up. So then you also have this 9 of Cups, and this is the comfort zone. The 9 of Cups is not the best vibe right now. You also have the 9 of Pentacles, which means that some of you guys just got to focus on yourself, okay? Then you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, okay? There could be someone that's being very detached, someone that's looking out for themselves. That could be even yourself. Maybe you're just saying, you know what, I'm just going to look out for myself from now on and call it a day. You know what I mean? Knight of Wands can be that there's this opportunity for you to go somewhere, for you to take a different turn in your life. It's also creative energy. So it's really interesting that the spirit mentors are showing up there as talent guides. But regardless, the Knight of Wands is a very fiery energy that is setting things in motion, right? But then you also have this Page of Cups. And this Page of Cups shows me that there's like true, genuine emotion behind this. And I feel like in a way, there could be a very genuine conversation that needs to happen in order to clear things out. Give me a little bit more on the block. A little bit more on this block. Okay, you got 3 more. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, so then you have Justice, Queen of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. So I feel like if there is a conversation, this is actually going to bring out clarity and balance with the Justice. Queen of Pentacles, this is a level of security and nurturance. And then Page of Wands, I feel like what this is showing is like the new clean slate. So that's really interesting. There's definitely something happening with a very strong personal relationship of yours. And there is this level of we got to talk in honesty, and also a shift in energy of you having to now focus on yourself. Because for some of you guys right now, the energy feels really tense, really stressed, and Spirit is saying you got to take yourself away from that because it's not going to do anything good for the situation. However, I don't necessarily see like an ending here, to be honest. I see 2 people being very different. Like I see a water sign and a fire sign. It doesn't have to be like that, but I'm just giving you an example. I see 2 people with 2 different perspectives, and I see a conversation that can kind of clear things out to a certain extent. Okay. Give me the potential outcome. Whoa. Okay. So potential outcome, you have here 5 of Wands. So obviously there's going to be bumps in the road with communication, but King of Swords shows it's like, oh my God. And then also the Page of Swords. So it's not that this is bad, but it's just like very harsh words coming across. So I feel like there's going to be some realities that are going to be spoken about that might be pretty rough from both parties, because you have here 2 energies, right? There could be the King of Swords is also very harsh. So is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a little bit more petty, right? But regardless, there's a detachment from emotion when this is happening. So that's really interesting. And like I show why the Page of Cups is in the block, because it could be that we're not allowing ourselves to, you know what I mean? Like truly say what we have to say. So that's really interesting. But I feel like it's going to, like, eventually you'll be able to say it. Not just you, but also the other individual. Give me some on this outcome. What do we have for the outcome, Spirit? Thank you. What else? Okay, so the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like, to be honest, like, yeah, I just feel like it's a tough conversation where things might be said that might be hurtful, you know what I mean? But someone's gonna budge. Like, this is about overcoming. The Chariot is overcoming a hump. Okay, so finding a direction, finding a way. So, oh, I just got another message. So if you are the type of person, well, not the type of person, but if you have been looking for psychic help in this particular issue, that is not the way to go. Like, you really just have to tackle this head on. You have to have a conversation with whoever you are having your differences with. Don't go to psychic sources to find out things about this person. If anything, tap within, or again, tap with them. Have the important, difficult conversations and be ready to face what they have to say too, because they might have certain things that they need to say to you as well. Okay. Give me something else. Final message. This is such an interesting reading. Give me another one. Is that it? Give me one more, please. Okay, so this one, yeah, temperance, balance, harmony, alignment. No, I think honestly, you guys, there's just someone really important in your life that you really got to figure out how to express yourself with. And you're going to see someone that You may not, like I said, you might not be ready for the things that they have to say to you. There's going to be a tough exchange, okay? It's not going to be an easy, smooth ride. There's going to be a bickering. There's going to be like, oh, well, you think that about me? But guess what? I'm going to tell you what I think because I haven't been telling you because I wanted to protect your feelings, you know? That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. But once the honesty comes out, I feel like you guys find the clarity, the destination, you know, okay, now we can move forward. Okay. So please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. What an interesting roller coaster ride of a reading. If you did resonate with this reading and you enjoyed the video, please let me know. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.